Hi everyone, I'm Vicky. In this video, I'm going to present my progress for my term essay in the course HUMA1000. I have chosen question number 2 as my term essay question, in which I have to argue for or against the statement of the Chinese writing system is a serious barrier to the development of culture, economics, or science in today's China. I hold an opposite position to this statement, and I would like to focus my arguments on the scientific aspect, and that is, I believe the Chinese writing system is not a serious barrier to the scientific development of China. So, for the framework of my essay, it would be an introduction, followed by 3 body paragraphs and a counter-argument. It would end up by a conclusion as well. Let me first talk about my introduction. In the introduction, I will state my focusing area and also my stance for this essay. In addition, I would also like to define what is meant by writing system. According to a university, writing system is deemed as the process of a result of recording spoken language using a system of visual marks on the surface. It can also mean by a system of writing in which each character represents a separate morpheme. Then, I will also include a short summary of my 3 main arguments in this essay, and the first one would be great scientific success and improvement of China in recent years proves that the writing system is not an obstacle for the development in today's China. The second one would be more and more people begin to learn Chinese, thus the communication and circulation of scientific information become easier and more accurate, and language is no longer a problem in scientific view. The last one would be the Chinese writing system is changing and adapting to the world. Thus, it definitely would not hinder the development of China. After talking about my introduction, let's go to the first body paragraph. For the first body paragraph, I would like to talk about how the great scientific success and improvement of China in recent years prove that the Chinese writing system is not an obstacle for the development in today's China. We should be noted that the scientific innovation and discoveries in China has been developing rapidly in recent years. For example, rockets were launched and China is able to develop its own carrier rockets for moon landing, and it becomes the third country which own the technology to explore the space. Furthermore, China is able to develop a manned underwater vehicle that is Qinglong #1 and complete 7 diving missions from the 6th of October to the 12th of October on 2013. It has a record of a depth of 5,162 meters. These 2 examples are from China Daily and are used to show how successful China is in the scientific field in recent years. So to conclude for argument 1, it is obvious that scientific innovation cannot rely only on your own research. It is important to exchange and take reference from the scientific reports with different countries. So, if the Chinese writing system is a barrier to the scientific development of China, how can we explain the great success of China in scientific fields in recent years? Therefore, it is obvious that the Chinese writing system is not a barrier to the scientific development of China. For paragraph 2, my key argument is that more and more people begin to learn Chinese, and thus the communication and circulation of scientific information become easier and more accurate, so language is no longer a problem in scientific field. Obviously, China has become a strong nation, and more people want to learn Chinese in order to cooperate with China. For example, from China Daily, it revealed that more than 400 Confucius institutes are set around the globe to teach foreigner Chinese language. When more and more people know how to write or read the Chinese characters, the translation of the scientific reports can be done more accurately, and the Chinese writing system should not be regarded as a barrier to the scientific development of today's China. In short, more language is no longer a problem in the scientific development of the world. When more and more people learn languages other than their mother languages, the exchange of scientific information can be done easily, and thus the Chinese writing system is not a hindrance to the scientific development of China. For the third body paragraph, I would like to point out that Chinese writing system is changing and adapting to the world. The Chinese writing system has changed in order to adapt to the world. It will not be a barrier to the scientific development of China nowadays. From the reading of the LMES, we learned that originally the internal structure of the writing system started at the top right corner and are written in columns, but now it changed and started from the left to the right, just like English. The Chinese writing system has changed and transformed to an easier language for people to read and learn. This can be regarded as a kind of standardization of the language. So, with a common characteristic in different languages, people can understand the content of the scientific reports and information easily. Thus, the Chinese writing system is not a barrier to the development of China. Followed by the three-body paragraph would be my counter-argument. So some people may claim that there is a fairly consistent relationship between written symbols and the morphemes of Chinese. Some special terms from other countries has to be translated, and sometimes it is hard to know the meaning from the appearance of the words. It is very inconvenient for people because they have to understand the meaning of all the translated words by just looking at the appearance of the words, and it came to hinder the scientific development of China. Yes, we should not deny that it is hard to read the meaning from the appearance of the word, but this may be a hindrance in the past only because for now Chinese researchers get used to the scientific terms and there is no problem for them to understand the words. Also, Chinese language has spread, and some people may think that there was a hard time for scientific development in China due to language barrier. However, this problem no longer exists due to the spread of Chinese language. After my counter-argument, I will sum up my three main arguments and restate my stance in the conclusion, and that is the Chinese writing system is not a serious barrier to the development of culture, economics, or science in today's China. This is the end of my video. Thanks for watching it.